Hey guys, I hope you had a really great Christmas and Happy New Year. It's the 2nd of January, very exciting. So yeah, in this video what I'm going to do is take you through a bunch of CDs I got for Christmas. About half I bought myself as a Christmas gift to me, because I think I deserved it. I think we all deserve gifts, really, if you think about it. So I thought I would treat myself. Plus I got like 30% off. They were having a sale, so that sweetens the deal. And a bunch of others I bought using gift cards that I received. So why not start? So the first thing I got was Voices from the Lake, which is what you're hearing right now, which I'm playing on my brand new mini sound system hi-fi, which I got for Christmas from my parents. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is a really beautiful album. I'm really into my dub techno, minimal techno, like basic channel, deep chord, that sort of thing. So yeah, this album was really critically praised. A lot of people love it, but I never really, I didn't get it until now. I hadn't really listened to it for whatever reason, and I was listening to it recently and fell in love with it, and yeah, it's beautiful. I got Product by Sophie. This is kind of in the sort of PC music sort of realm. He released a bunch of this stuff as vinyl EPs not even last year, 2014. And then this album came out towards the end of last year. And it's kind of a cool story behind my acquiring this particular CD. I called the store, the city store, because I thought they would be the most likely to have it. And they told me that there was one copy in the Brighton store, which is like a beachside suburb of Melbourne. And so I go there and I'm looking through the shelves and can't find it. So I asked somebody if, I rang up and you said that you have a copy, and they were like, oh, it's like, I got put onto like the music guru, and he's like, oh, actually I ordered that for myself. And I'm like, oh, that's awkward. And he's like, well, you know what, I don't mind selling it to you if you want. And I'm like, really, are you sure? Like, that would be amazing. And he's like, yeah, no worries. And yeah, so it was like a Christmas miracle. Thank you, random JB hi-fi dude who has really good taste in music, ordered the Sophie album for himself, and then some dude comes out on Christmas Eve looking for it, and he's like, have my copy, I'll order it again for myself. So thank you, dude. Rustie, Glass Swords. It's a really cool album. It's really good to listen to loud. Here we have, so I ended up buying 3 Sun Kil Moon albums. I got into Sun Kil Moon last year, 2014. I think we're all still doing that thing where we're thinking 2014 is last year, it's a new year now. It's not even been a week, it's been 2 days, not even 2 days. We'll get the hang of it soon. So yeah, I had never heard of Sun Kil Moon until Benji came out. It got a shit ton of praise. Fact gave it their album of the year, which is a bit controversial for them, but it was my album of the year as well. It's an incredibly beautiful album. I mean, honestly, like, I cried on the train while listening to Carissa, and I'm not ashamed to admit that because it's fucking emotional. But it's also really funny, and yeah, I mean, it's an incredible album. And so I got into Sun Kil Moon from that. So that came out in 2014. This year he released a new album, Universal Themes, which hasn't been getting much praise, and I think mostly that's down to the fact that the main guy behind Sun Kill Moon has been a little antagonistic towards the music journalists, and he sometimes says things that people don't like, and I don't know, to be honest, I don't really think he's that bad, but there does seem to be, like, a lot of the music press seems to hate him now, so, like, like, this came out, like, only, like, a year after Benji, and I was thinking, can you really make another great album so soon? And so I was really initially off-put listening to it, but yeah, I think it's an incredible album. I really loved it. It was like one of my favourite albums of the year, and I gotta say, like, if you really liked Benji, I can't really see why you wouldn't really love this album as well. And I think that's just biased towards him, which is a bit sad, but I don't know. For me, it's all just about the music, and that album was incredible. And then I also got his first release of Sun Kill Moon, Ghosts of the Great Highway. Dukku Kim's like a 14-minute epic track. Incredible. Really great record. I listened to this on like a 12-kilometer hike I went on. Really great companion. I picked up Washed Out, Within Without. Yeah, Within and Without. Really only heard one song from this. Amor Fati, I'm gonna presume it's pronounced. Yeah, I like Washed Out. It's cheap. Ice Age, Plowing Into the Field of Love. This is one of my favourite records of 2014. I think they're Danish, I believe. Definitely kind of softer. They're kind of like a sort of a punk band, but it's not punk, but this is definitely like it's not soft music, but it's softer than what they were previously on their other albums. But yeah, no, I really like that album. One of my favourites of this last year now, 106 Point Never, Garden of Delight. Can't really say much more than it's incredible. I watched Daniel Lopatin's Red Bull Music Academy thing. It goes for like an hour and a half, and it's really great. He's really down to earth, funny, interesting. It's a great guy. Makes great music. What do you want? Julia Holter, Heavy With My Wilderness. She can't really do no wrong. She's lovely. So yeah, finally got The Money Store on CD. Death Grips. Love them, one of my favourite bands of the last few years. But never got this on a CD. Yeah, really good. And of course I had to get The Powers That Be. The double album. Very good. If you don't know Death Grips, they're if you kind of took like a punk band and a hardcore hip hop group and sort of melded them together into a sort of a weird potion thing. I don't know, they're really cool. Another really cool band is My Bloody Valentine, and this is the compilation of their EPs from 1988 to 1991. This is really cheap, actually, for a 2-disc set. To be honest, like, I really love My Bloody Valentine. 2 great albums released recently. A 3rd album that I thought was fucking incredible, considering that there was like a 2-decade span between Loveless and MBV. Like, wow, like, that is actually a really great album. But yeah, I hadn't really listened to their EPs, so I'm really looking forward to giving this a listen. I'm sure it will be very good. Viet Cong, their self-titled debut. The only record they'll release is Viet Cong, probably, since they're going to change their name, since a lot of people gave them shit for it. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that album a lot. Bjork, Vonakura. I'm really ashamed to admit that I haven't listened to this at all. I haven't listened to any of the singles. It's terrible. It's really bad of me. But I have the album, and I have the special edition with the very disturbing cover artwork. But a lot of people are saying it's like a best record since Vespertine, which is my favourite Bjork album. So yes. And the Hacks and Cloak and Arca doing production on that. I'm really excited to listen to that, actually. I don't know why I haven't gotten around to it. Because I'm an idiot. The Knife, Shakingly Habitual. Their last album, unfortunately, came out a couple of years ago. Yeah, I kind of slept on it when it came out. Didn't listen to it. I don't know why. It's a common theme for me. I don't know. It's weird. Should see a psychologist about that. Tell me why. No. Yeah. Full of Fire is fucking awesome. There's other really good stuff on it as well. Faded by No Such Thing. I really like this very much. I think it's kind of underrated. Don't really see much praise for it. Yeah. You should listen to it, it's good. I bought 2 Terrence Dixon records because why not? Population 1, Theatre of a Confused Mind. Really like this. I've only listened to the first couple of tracks so far, but really digging that. And From the Far Future Part 2. Really cool album cover. This came out a couple of years ago. But I really do like my Detroit techno. Very minimal. Really like that. Another band that I really, really like, and I didn't get around to buying their new album when it came out, but Grizzly Bear Shields. This is the expanded edition, so I get like a second disc of B-sides. I haven't really given this like a huge listen. I really love Gunshy, it's like one of the singles, and Sun in Your Eyes. I saw that live at Coachella, which was pretty incredible. I mean, I watched a live stream, I wasn't actually there. I really shouldn't have to tell you what this is. If you don't know what this is, then you really didn't music in 2015. But yeah, the most critically acclaimed album of last year, Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. There's not really much more to say other than it's incredible. I haven't really listened to I haven't really listened to this at all, but it's Father John Misty's I Love You, Honey Bear. This is actually really cool. Don't know how I'm going to do this with one hand, but oh look, pop up. Very cool. Yeah, no, I haven't listened to it. It did well. I'm sure it's very fine. Another album that did really well, Jamie XX, In Colour. I thought it was very nice. Yes, a good album with some very good songs here and there. I haven't listened to it enough to say whether I think I really, really love it. I don't think I do, but I don't know, there's some really good tracks on it, but it might grow on me more I listen to it. Tallest Man on Earth, Dark Bird, Is Home. I really like this. I think it's a nice album. It's good. Probably actually one of my favourite sort of moments of the year is the track Sagres. I don't know, I'm probably mispronouncing that, probably. But there's just like this really good part in the track where like all the music sort of fades out. And he's like, it's just all this fucking doubt. And yeah, I really get that. I feel that. Really good. And then finally, I picked up Wavves, Afraid of Heights. I've only listened to 2 of the tracks, Lunge Forward and Demon Tolino. I really liked them when they came out, and I really only heard those tracks. But like, it was really cheap, so yeah. I like those tracks. I mean, if they're the only 2 tracks I like on the album, then I'm willing to pay. You pay about like $5 for it. It's good. So yeah, I've got a pretty nice, juicy stack of music for Christmas, which I'm very, very